Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is brought to you by Heritage Properties of Laurelwood, Clinton, and Byram. More information can be found at heritageproperties.com. The Mississippi Association of Community and Junior Colleges, East Mississippi Community College, C-Spire Wireless, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Mississippi Army National Guard, the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, Pearl River Community College, Mississippi Blood Services, Mississippi Sports Medicine, and EnviroTurf Services.
Hi, I'm Travis Raycheck, and welcome to Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by heritageproperties.com as we come to you from inside the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. Our opening game of the week features two storied programs in the MACJC as East Mississippi visits Pearl River, where two coaches who were longtime friends now meet on the field as opponents for the first time. Here's Mike Frazier with the highlights.
And our first game of the week takes us to Poplarville on the campus of Pearl River Community College. And there's William Jones, the newly appointed head coach for the Wildcats. Used to work for this man right here, the head coach for the East Mississippi Community College Lions, and Buddy Stevens. First quarter action, Lions in black. Pass over the middle here, Antoine Atkins goes up high on the pass from Dontrell Pruitt for the touchdown, 7-0 Lions. More Pruitt. Brandon Bell with the catch, busts a tackle, he'll race it in, and with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, it's 14-0 Lions. More air attack. Pass to the far flat, the Charleston native Cameron Myers with the catch, and it's 21-0. Biggest play of the game right here. Last few seconds of the first half, Will Gross to throw, and A.J. Stamps picks it off. Down the near sideline he goes, makes a move there, and he's on his way. 103 yards officially for the touchdown, and it's 28-0 Lions at the break. Second half, special teams. C.J. Bates down the far sideline, Convoy in front of him, and he's on his way for 6. And East Mississippi comfortably ahead. Dedrick Goff going to get the Wildcats on the board midway through the third quarter. But that would be all for Pearl River, and the two coaches greet for the first time as opponents at midfield. And East Mississippi knocks off Pearl River 49-6. Jay, talk about that punt return as you guys won your football game here tonight.
Well, as a punt return, I kept trying. The first time came up short. The second time, came up short. So coach was like, you're going to have plenty more chance to return the punt. You're going to have plenty more opportunity to return the punt. So at that particular time, when I got it, I looked up and kind of seen that they telling me to come to my sideline. I heard everybody just calling me, telling me come to our sideline. So when I got it and took up and looked that way, I ain't had number grass. So I went on ahead and win it. It was a great punt return.
You're a Mississippi State transfer. Why Pearl River Community College?
Because I trust Coach Jones, and he gonna help me get me better as well, and I believe in him and his system as well, and hard work.
Your taste of this league early on?
I love this league. It's very competitive. It basically the next step to college football, the NCAA.
You're a highly sought-after lineman in the country. A lot of teams are looking at you. What are you looking to conquer here while you're at East Mississippi Community College?
Oh, I'm focused on now. Focus on every game, every day, just getting better and focusing on this team right now. Everything else can wait later.
You're a Mississippi guy. You know about this league. Now that you've played one game in it, what's your feel of the MACJC?
I feel good. I think we, as a team, we're going to get better. And we're going to try to, do what we do and just be the best we can.
Darius, you're a University of Illinois transfer. How did you get to Pearl River Community College?
Coach made a few connections. He reached out to me. I felt comfortable with the staff. I met Coach Cruder my 10th grade year of high school, and when I came down on my visit, he was here, and we instantly clicked, and I decided this is where I wanted to be.
Your taste of this league here early on. You're an Atlanta guy. You're familiar with the league. What's your feel for this MACJC league here after your first game?
It's a tough league. Wherever you play football in the South, it's going to be tough. If it's high school, college, Division I, or JUCO, it's going to be tough, and you just got to work to stay on top.
AJ, man, you're the man of the hour here for East Mississippi tonight. Take us through that 105-yard touchdown return.
I mean, man, it's just an incredible play, man. I mean, I was just in the right place at the right time.
You're a Vicksburg native. Why East Mississippi? How did you find your way to Scuba?
Man, that's a long story, but the long story short, by my senior year, my junior year coach, he knew these coaches up here, and he talked to them and told them to come down and check me out my senior year, and that's how it all started. And I got to visit up there my senior year, and the facilities are very nice up there, and they treat you very well.
Detrick, touchdown run, got your team on the board. Take us through that play.
I just read my blocks and kept going outside. I mean, first thing I hit, outside, touchdown.
It's a tough league, South Division and the North Division, pretty evenly matched as they go at it. Your take on this Pearl River squad? You got a North team in Mississippi Delta coming down here next week.
I mean, we got to come out tomorrow, focus, and put this loss behind us. Come back next week, right? Take it one game at a time.
Coach, a tough one tonight.
Made too many mistakes, Mike, versus a really good football team, and that's what happens. It's my fault I didn't get the team ready to play in certain situations, and we got to improve, and I think we will. I mean, we played better. I thought the second half, you take away the punt return for a touchdown, we played a lot better second half, and that's what my goal, when I told them at halftime, this game is two halves, and we came out and played a better second half, and that's what we'll improve from this.
You've got a couple of guys that are strong for you this year. Demarius Rancifer. You talk about Darius Caldwell. Xavier Grindle had a sack and a half, I think, tonight.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are all transfers from major D1 programs.
Well, that's an influx of talent that you work hard on getting. And one thing in junior college, you get a chance to influx your team with talent that have experience at a Division I level, and I think we've done that.
You've had to fill some holes. Justin Cox, a West Point native. Of course, Danico Autry off to Mississippi State. Yet, boy, A.J. Stamp steps in. Man, you guys seem not to miss a beat back there and up front.
Well, in the programs that are established in this league, and I think we're established now. You can say the same thing for Gulf Coast. You can say the same thing for Hines. You can say the same thing for Itawamba. You just got to keep plugging guys in. It's a 2-year school. We keep plugging guys in. The good thing about it is we're plugging in some really good athletes, I think. And this year I'm extremely impressed with our guys and how they handle their business. Our team makeup, our team atmosphere. I'm really impressed with on that. And our guys handle business pretty well.
You and William Jones were colleagues, very good friends. You didn't want to see him leave East Mississippi. What was it like when you pulled up here tonight, coaching throughout the game, and what did you say afterwards to each other?
Well, it's been different, and it's something that, first of all, the bus left on time. And, we've always said we were waiting on William. It was different. I really thought about it at pregame meal, and when we were sitting there, and I looked around and said, William's always been over there, and he was always working on his call sheet or something, and eating to himself over there, and it was different. Knew it was different then. Pulled up, and it didn't have to say it was different. When you pull up, it's game time, and I don't really think about it, but knew it was different. Thought about it, and you sink a little bit, and then you say, hey, we got to play. But he's a good friend. He's a good man. That he's going to turn the program around and get to where it needs to be, and if everybody has patience with him and does some of the things that he needs done, I think that's going to happen.
Now let's take a look at the rest of the final scores from Week 1 around the MACJC. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the standings after week 1. If you take a look at the north side, it is East Mississippi and Itawamba with a 1-0 record after week 1. Move on down to the south. 5 teams started off their season with a win. It is Mississippi Gulf Coast, Jones County Junior College, Hines, Southwest, along with Co-Lin. Moving on to the top statistical leaders after week 1 of play in the MAC-JC. The top quarterbacks are led by East Mississippi's own Dontriel Pruitt, who threw for 271 yards in the Lions' win. The top rushers after one game, well, it is led by Van Lee, the Copiah Lincoln running back, who topped all with 175 yards on the ground. Your top receivers, a solid group led by Northwest's own DeMontrez Sweeney, the only guy over 100 yards with 116 through the air. And your top defensive players, when you look at total tackles, a huge game for Jordan Harris from Copiah Lincoln, 19 tackles for him. Let's take a look at the latest NJCAA national rankings. You see right at the top, staying at number 1, is Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Not far behind them, moving up to number 5, is East Mississippi. And at number 6, moving up 3 spots, Copiah Lincoln. Hines cracks the top 10 at number 10, and rounding out the Mississippi teams at number 15 is Itawamba Community College, 5 Mississippi JUCO teams in the national top 20. Our first community college feature keeps us at Pearl River Community College, where coming September 24th is the grand opening of the new Performing Arts Center that Pearl River Community College and the town of Poplarville are extremely proud of.
We're here on the campus of Pearl River Community College in Poplarville. Established as an agricultural high school in 1909, then becoming a community college in 1921. Athletics strong over the many decades of play, highlighted by a national championship in football in 2004 and multiple state championships in many sports. There's a new excitement, a new growth here on the Pearl River Community College campus, and that is the addition of an arts center. Let's take a tour of the Pearl River Community College campus. And we're inside the Ethel Holden Brownstone Center here on the campus of Pearl River Community College, joined now by the president of Pearl River Community College, Dr. William Lewis. Dr. Lewis, I can imagine when the first notes begin being played out of this facility, it will be the accomplishments of a dream that has been long in place and realized.
Well, this has been a long journey, Mike, and it all began when the college was notified shortly before 2000 that they were going to be the beneficiaries of an estate that one of our former alums who had gone to school here along with a number of her siblings, that was Ethel Holden, who eventually became Ethel Holden Brownstone. And so the Board of Trustees made the decision that they wanted to put most of the funds from that estate into this facility, which will serve not only our college and our students and be a showcase for our students and their performing talents, but also it will be an economic engine for this community, because this facility has the ability to house off-Broadway plays. We can do things such as debates, theatrical performances, musical performances. It is a state-of-the-art facility, and I dare to say that there is not another performing arts facility like it in rural Mississippi.
It debuts September 24th with the Mississippi Symphony Orchestra coming to town. There'll also be a ribbon cutting. Could you elaborate about that, Dr. Lewis?
Well, we're real excited about September 24th. It will be a real special day in the history of our college. And we will have, on the evening of September 24th, we will have the Mississippi Symphony here to have the first performance in the facility. The auditorium is being named after Martin and Dolores Smith, Now, Mr. Smith is well known in this part of the country, lifelong resident. Both he and Dolores are lifelong residents of Poplarville. I think we've been tremendously blessed here, particularly in the last few years, because of some of the achievements of our students. Just recently, in the last 2 years, the college has been fortunate enough to be named as one of the 120 finalists for the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. And just here this past spring, the college received notification from an organization called thebestcolleges.org, and in which they named the top 50 community colleges in the country. And fortunately, Pearl River was named number 28.
Dr. Lewis, thank you for your time.
You bet, Mike.
That is the president of Pearl River Community College, Dr. William Lewis. Let's continue our tour of the Brownstone Center. And we are now on stage here inside the Brownstone Center. Now joining us, Archie Rawls, director of the Brownstone Center. Archie, what a magnificent facility here inside.
Thanks, Mike. We are really, really proud of this facility. It's exceeded all of our expectations. You look at it on paper and see the plans for so many years, but once you have the bricks and mortar up and everything inside, it just we think it's really turned out well. So the way the seating is designed, we have the orchestra level seating, which is about 350, which is right down here on the main part of the floor. Then we have an elevated section directly behind that, also on the main floor, which is called the parterre, and that's another couple of hundred seats. Then we have our balcony seating, which is about 300 more, and so that enables us to have different spaces opened or closed as the audience needs are addressed.
Other events that you have booked coming in to the Brownstone Center here in the fall?
Mm-hmm. Well, first and foremost, this facility is for our students and for our performing groups, and so we have a big holiday program planned on December 5th that'll involve all of our student performing groups, and then we're doing a full-scale musical in the spring, Guys and Dolls, and so those are two of the big events that we have.
Yeah, the impact economically to this community is going to be profound.
That's what we're hoping, and that's what we hope that it'll be an economic engine for Pearl River County, Poplarville in particular, and just provide an incredible outlet not only for our students and our community, but bring people to this campus for years and years to come.
Archie, good meeting you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
That is Archie Rawls, director of the Brownstone Center.
It is now time for our C Spire Spotlight Where Did They Go segment, as we take a look at former Mississippi community and junior college athletes who are now at senior universities. Tonight, JUCO Weekly catches up with a former Pearl River Community College standout, Ricky Bradley, who now plays for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
Ricky, your experience down in Poplarville, how was it?
I had a good experience. Like my freshman year, I had some tough times because I was just a freshman, just trying to learn the ropes or whatever, but as I got older, I learned a lot of stuff, so that's why I'm here now.
What sold you on going to Pearl River Community College, and what did they provide for you while you were down there?
Actually, I played safety in high school. The coach had gave me a chance to play receiver, and I took advantage of it.
How well respected is the Mississippi Community College Football League after you played in it?
They're very respected for that. Like they have taught me a lot about from being a high school player to a JUCO player, then into a D1 football player. It taught me a lot.
Our next community college feature takes us to Scuba, where the Mighty Lion Marching Band continues to grow in numbers and garner respect, not only in the MACJC, but around the nation. Again, here's Mike Frazier.
We're in the Lions Den. This football program picked up a state championship in 2009 and again in 2011. They won the national championship in 2011. Academically, the Lion program flourishes, noted by their softball team. Best in the country with a team 3.59 GPA. Let's take a tour of the East Mississippi Community College campus. And now with Dr. Rick Young, president of East Mississippi Community College here on the EMCC campus. When did it all come together for you, academically, athletically, for the East Mississippi Community College program?
Well, it hasn't come together yet. We're a work in progress. We've made tremendous strides, but our objective is to be #1 in everything that we do. All of our sports programs, our music, academically, we want this to be the, as I had mentioned earlier, oasis of excellence, but also a school that is synonymous with quality. That if you come here, you'll get the very best experience that you can have anywhere, be it in music, sports, academics, all the things that make us better citizens and more productive.
And we're here with Dr. Andrea Mayfield of East Mississippi Community College, Vice President, here on the Scuba campus, the residential cottage community that is going on here. Can you talk to the folks about that?
Sure. Years ago, we were fortunate enough to secure Katrina cottages. And those are cottages that house 4 students apiece, and it's basically apartment living. Students have stove, they have a place to wash their clothes, they have bedrooms, they have a full kitchen, living room. But we have those facilities for our students, and we call them residential communities. And they've been a real big hit here.
And we're here inside the Mighty Lion Band Hall with band director Steve Stringer. Steve, the name East Mississippi Community College Mighty Lion Band. We understand that you had a lot to do with the naming of that band. Can you elaborate?
That's correct. When I first got here, it was just the pride of Scuba, or the pride of East Mississippi. But I felt like we needed to have a vision, and that vision would include growing into a mighty ensemble. So thinking about it for a couple of days, Mighty Lion Band, Mighty Lion. And it just kind of fit, and it stuck, and that's who we are now.
Steve, the band numbers were pretty low when you got here 5 years ago, yet
Correct.
They've ballooned up pretty good. How have you been able to grow the numbers in the Mighty Lion Band?
Well, when I first got here, we were rolling about 25. That included everybody on the field: color guard, percussion, front ensemble, and horn line. We recruit like demons. We want everybody that wants an opportunity. The biggest thing that we do is we try to build a relationship with the students as they come up, not just the senior year, but in their freshman year, their sophomore, their junior and senior. We want them, when they think of going to a community college, we want EMCC to be the college that they think of.
Specifically, how has East Mississippi prepared you for the next step to the University of Alabama?
Well, music-wise, my director, we have private lessons. They're always teaching, I'm always learning. Things that I think that I have, I don't really have it. I need to reinforce it. You know, they're always about getting the basics, getting the fundamentals down. That way we can go back and reinforce that so that we can build off of it and be better.
What are some of the great things you like here at East Mississippi Community College?
The food's pretty good. Then the band itself is great. I've made nothing but friends. Everyone's helped me out. I've caught on pretty quick. And to be honest, this is the first time I've played the best as I can, because when you're just surrounded by the people who actually want to be here and they give it all they've got, it motivates you to give it all you got.
What sold you to become a Mighty Lion Band member?
Well, I really have no idea what I wanted to do with my life. You know, I was still in that high school phase where I wasn't really quite ready to go and go off, but EMCC I just knew was a great transition for me and a great place to where I knew the faculty and staff and the band directors, Mr. Stringer and Mr. King, would lead me a place that I know was the right place to go. We're
here with Athletic Director Mickey Stokes here on the EMCC campus in Scuba. All 6 of your programs over multiple years have competed on the academic side as well. You've always been one of the tops here in the Mississippi Association League.
Right. I think this was the 3rd year we had all 6 of our programs to have this accomplishment, and it's something we're very proud of. We're going to try to continue to do that year after year. The academics, you know, is a main area we stress, and for our student athletes, and I think we want to do a good job with that, and we're real proud of the fact that we're able to have the 3rd year in a row. You know, all 6 of them did qualify.
That is all for tonight. Be sure to join us next Wednesday at 10 p.m. as we leave you from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum with the pictures from Week 1 in the MACJC. Thanks for watching Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by heritageproperties.com.